Hello, g'day, and welcome back to Season 2 of Unknown to Untouchable. Back with UD Melilla. Woohoo! Business has been done. Business has been done this summer. Let me take you through it. Alright, so today's episode basically is going to entail just a brief, well, I'll try to make it brief, admin episode for our transfers, what's happened over the off-season. I've yet to play any friendlies yet, and then tomorrow we'll start fresh with the league straight away, and get a couple of games onto your YouTubes. But yes, the boys have just come back from their pre-season holidays, and yeah, we've got some news. Let's try to sort of take you through what's happened from the moment the episode ended yesterday and now. Firstly, let's all have a minute silence for Hassan Hamed Mohammed. Gone to another place, a better place, where he's not rinsing the club of £1,500 a week. Goodbye, Hassan. Yeah, no, first bit of news, he is gone out of here. See you later, mate. Yeah, saving 75 grand a year, whatever it was, is I'm very happy with. Very, very happy. And yeah, we no longer needed a B team physio, so see you later, mate. Goodbye. Well, second bit of news is just very briefly, Paco Montoya, my really poor, kind of really old director of football, retired. Thankfully, he was on about 600 a week or something like that, and he's still another year to run his contract. But now we no longer have a director of football, which is fine by me. We don't need one. All right, finances now. You'll see here that our wage budget has decreased, and that wasn't by me. That was the board decreasing the wage budget significantly to 17. We were on 22 last season, or the high end of 22,000, almost 23 as our wage budget. So I basically had to cut it by 6 grand. And as you can see, obviously, I'm not hiding anything there. I've managed to quite well. So hopefully, we're able to actually earn some money this year and make some money. That's important for me. Growing the club and making sure that it's sustainable is a goal. Sometimes very difficult with certain clubs on FM for some reason or another. It just doesn't work. But without getting promoted and into sort of the first divisions. But I think I've done my job already in terms of wage this early on. It's just a case of seeing whether it actually works out. Yeah, these other costs here is just ridiculous. I don't know what they are. And also scouting costs. In one day, 20 grand went on scouting. Don't know how. I must have scouted someone in Antarctica or something like that. Okay, firstly, let's go through the outs. Number one, of course, Didier Avono is gone. He is gone to Mangasport, as we already knew. A nice early bid from them to get him out of the club. And goalkeeper worries. I want to be rid of them this season. So goodbye, Avono. We've already said our goodbyes. Leave it at that. Victor Mania went to Nastic for 84 grand. 84 grand for Victor Mania. They came in with a bid. In my in my quest to get the wage budget down, I had to let go of a few important players from last season, and he was one of them. He's a good player, fairly solid left back. But 84 grand, I couldn't say no. Had to take that for sure. I think I've improved. I think I've improved on our left back situation. So happy to let him go. But a bit of a sad farewell, really, just because he did okay for us last season. Leo has gone. The keeper was out on loan last season. He's gone for a free to Celta. Earning a lot more money than what we were giving him. So he was on 425 a week. I mean, what a deal for him, really. 5.5k a week. Didn't play for us at all, and needed to get his wage off, so we did. John Saberio was on a big wage for us as well, 1.3, 1.4k, something like that a week. Had to get him off the books. He was never going to be a important player for me. And FC Andorra picked him up, which is nice of him for free. And he is gone out of the club. Tiroli went. Didn't really want him to go because he's quite a good goalkeeper. And I thought he might be number one this year potentially. But yeah, he was on a non-contract with us, and Numancia came in and snapped him up. And I tried to offer him a new contract. He didn't want one. Well, he didn't. He chose Numancia over me. So yeah, he's gone, which is a bit disappointing. But what can you do? Right, Paras has gone to Nastic as well. Nastic have a gymnastic, as some people may know. Yeah, 20 grand. 20 grand. I did say I wanted to get rid of him. I was really, really hoping I'd get more money for him. And it was a tough one, actually, to let go. He was on a big wage, but there wasn't many right backs around for me to replace him. Yeah, so hopefully I have. You'll find out. But yeah, goodbye, Paras. Didn't end up opposing me in the end when I let him go, but yeah, he is adios. Demesa finally got out of the club. He's gone to a River, and yeah, he's gone. He was in the B side or the under 19s or whatever. So yeah, 975 off the wage bill. Did poorly for me last season. Yeah, he was a bit part player, but yeah, he is gone. Goodbye, Adria. Oh, Carrie Underwood has left. 20 grand to Recreativo. Made a profit on him, which is always good. Again, wage. 1.4 grand a week. And when you look at his stats from last season, didn't do that well for his ability. And I thought maybe I can cash in on him. Again, probably would have wanted a bit more than 20. But being 27 as well, which is over that sort of 22-year-old limit, decided to cash in. Some players weren't happy I sold 2 key players, but yeah, you'll see how I've tried to replace them. And lastly, a really, really frustrating one me carry on left. I re-signed him to a non-contract to save some money. Yeah, and JN came in and poached him from me. Yeah, I tried to offer him a contract to stay, but he chose JN instead. He might regret that, though. Did pretty good for me last year. Yeah, oh well, it's one of those things, I think, but I've replaced him, hopefully with a better replacement. So, yeah, I had a big job. Big job. I've spent hours doing this. As you see, I've raked in 125 grand for a third division club. It's not horrendous. I haven't spent anything, all free transfers. Yeah, but I really had to work to get this wage budget down. Let's take you through what I've done. Right, first off, Tonchi Kokok. Tonki Kakoch. I haven't said that yet, but that's hard to say. Yeah, that's a lot easier to say. Tony Cock. Yeah, that's his. Tony Cock Uh, Look, I would have struggled so hard to say that this season. So Tony Cock is a lot easier to say. Um, just let it be. Okay, so yeah, Tony Cock has come in, and I apologise to any Croatians out there. Obviously, it's probably a Croatian name. No offence intended, obviously. Right, so yeah, he popped up on as a free transfer. Lastly, playing in Hungary. 29 years old, on the older side, but still decent age. And I was, I think, swayed by the greens here. So his work rate, stamina, natural fitness, determination, bravery. I was like, oh, greens. Yeah, get him in. He's going to be my new starting left back. As you can see, he's quite rounded. He's better than Mania, better than Carry On. But when you look at his like stats attributes, sorry, for the wingback position that I'm going to be playing him in support. First touch, passing, technique, decisions, concentration, anticipation, agility are all under 10, or 10 or under, which isn't the best, but I'm hoping the rest, his mentals get him through, determination and his pace and crossing and stuff. I'm hoping that he'll be decent enough anyway. He's good defensively. And he's very driven, so he's going to be a good mentor as well. Happy with his play traits as well. Shoots with power, tries long range free kicks, interesting. But yeah, hopefully he'll be good for us this season. I'm really happy I've got him. Isaac Danzo, my first Aussie in to Melilla. He was previously at Atletico Levante, so probably the B team. Played in the same division or different group, same division last season. Didn't do too well, but he's only young. He's 20. He's got an under 21 cap. Just some centre mid cover. He's better than Siberio. He's younger, so he fits under that 22 cap. And for chips, absolute chips as well. And he potentially to be a La Liga 2 player in the future. No brainer, really. He's going to be a good sort of all-rounder, really. He can play basically any position in the middle. And happy to have an Aussie on board. Happy indeed. Jesus was he was 15-year-old on the freeze, and I just signed him for the youth team, and he's terrible, and the fans weren't happy, but we'll move on. Eric Ruiz, right, okay, so didn't know this last season, but I found a loophole around the old registration. It's not a loophole, it's an actual rule. Anyone under 19 doesn't need to be registered, right? So as long as last season I could have just got a 17-year-old keeper and things would have been fine, basically. But Eric Ruiz is on the freeze, released by Betis, who played for the Betis Deportivo last season a couple of times, 7.20. That's pretty good. He's a really, really promising young keeper, 17-year-old, 2 stars, with good potential. He'll be sort of like the third choice keeper, hopefully, or even second choice potentially, but he doesn't count to our registration, so it's important to have him, definitely. I'm probably going to sign him to a real contract so he doesn't get poached. Pitu was brought in as a 19-year-old on absolutely nothing as a replacement for Carrie Underwood, basically. When I compared them, obviously Carrie Underwood is a lot better at the moment, but being 8 years younger and not horrendously worse, not as really the physicals that let him down, but technically and attacking wise, Pitu's better. I thought, well, that's the main reason I sold Carrie Underwood, because I was like, well, 150 a week versus 1.3k, no brainer. He'll be sort of like the backup to the right and left side. Hopefully he does well this year, shows his potential a little bit, and does a job for us. Right. Ionut Serban. I don't know how to say that. Ionut. I'm ashamed of myself, but I had to do it. So Donut is Romanian. Just apologise to any Romanians out there. It's probably a Romanian name, and I don't intend to cause any offence. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Yeah, he looks like a centre midfielder. He's not going to play there. He's going to play at right back. Right back, right wing back. He's red at the moment, but he'll be fine. Basically, I couldn't get any decent right backs. So after selling Paras, I couldn't rely on just Chihuahua to be my starting right back. So he is come in. I had him in on trial from Dinamo Bucharest. I think he's going to be pretty good. He's got all the stats you need to play right back, and he already had that makeshift dot there, so that tells me he's played there before. Let me just show you. So if I do wing back support, I mean he's basically got it all. Apart from his decisions and concentration, he's got everything that I want for that right back position. Good work rate, okay pace and stamina. The defensive capabilities, passing, and a decent crossing as well. Basically, he's an all-round decent, good, solid player for this level, and I'm going to make him into a right back for me. Hopefully he does okay. Sometimes this stuff doesn't do too well, but hopefully he does. If it fails, he'll always be a centre midfielder for us. Forgot to mention, 675 a week. It's better than what Paris is on, so happy with it. Giovanni, just a young centre back. I'm going to pop in the B team. No reason other than just to get some players in the B team. Mario Robles, right. So centre back was a problem area this season, as you'll maybe see. As you'll come to find out. Amaya retired. Big bad Amaya retired. I offered him a contract. I asked him to stay on. He signed the contract. He signed a new contract for another year, but decided to retire anyway. Oh well. We needed some cover at centre back, definitely. Mario Robles comes in, 24-year-old centre back. Heading is the worry for me, but his determination, his bravery, and his mentals really sold him to me. He not the best technically at the back, but I'm hoping, again, we don't need to defend that much this season. I'm hoping we're going to be 70% possession most games, 60 to 70. But he's got the ability to play out as well. With his passing, he's a competent defensive midfielder as well. So no worries about that. Good pace. He should be pretty good. I'm hoping he is. His stats say he will be. Attributes say he will be. Played a 6.77 last season. Don't know where he played. Again, a bit of a risk for his wage. This is the high end of my wages I was giving out, but he's the best I could get for the money, and that was out there really. Welcome Mario. All right, any Aussies out there will definitely know who Mark Milligan is, an Australian legend. Lastly, at Southend United, he comes in for free. Has had a brilliant career all around the world. If you don't know him, I don't expect you to. But he's basically been a stalwart in the Australian national team for years, and played at. He's been in the World Cup squads since 2006 for the Aussie team. He's come in to be my experienced head. He'll be my captain. 16 leadership, great mentals, professional as well, personality, which is again another trait I wanted to bring in to help with development. He will most likely play probably in this role here, defensive midfielder, but will also play at centre back. It doesn't say it in game, but he usually plays there for the national team when he plays for Australia. I think he's retired now, but so he probably played there a bit as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens with him. But he's in for $550 a week as my experienced man, because when you look at the squad, we don't have an experienced team in terms of age, so I needed to get him in, and I did. Lastly, for now, Julio or Julio, I never know whether it's a silent J or a solid J. Solid J. Julio Alonso is my new left back. He'll be my sort of backup left back on £400 a week. 21 comes into the under the 20. Comes into the under the 22. Yeah, nice one, Luke. Good words, pal. Comes in under the 22 age cap. Replacement for one me carry on. Yeah, it's very similar. Well, not really, but a good standard player. 3-star current ability with potential to be La Liga 2. He is more of a natural left back, I think. Marking lets him down, but everything else is fine, and I'm happy to have him, definitely. He just a nice little backup for me. Welcome, Julio. Right, that wraps it up for the main transfers. I hope I've done a good job there. Other people to note, Maui left, got him off the books. He was in the B team, so it's not showing up here for some reason. I think that's it. I'll let you know if I remember. Right, so this is how my boys look on the squad screen. We're still lacking a keeper. With registration, we're at our maximum for over 23 players. So Amina Echallen has got the gloves at the moment. I've potentially got another keeper coming in on loan, but he's over 23, over 22. So it does mean that with the registration, I'm going to have to play around a little bit and take someone out. As you can see, Fabian Boy is not included. He's just in for the friendlies in the first team. I'm thinking it might be Mazzocchi, who's been promoted from the B team I purchased last year. He's going to be my backup striker this year. But yeah, I may have to take him out, get a backup striker that's under 23, under 22, and then go from there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, as you can see, our squad is averagely aged in the mid-20s. Marky Mark Millsy up there on his own in the 30s. So he's my experienced head, really. Tony Cock as well. Carlos, of course, too. So yeah, this is looking at the ability. Again, we're pretty solid all round. Because I brought these boys in, I'm hoping more players support me, and they do. So hopefully we start off a lot better this season, unlike last season where we just were awful at the start. And hopefully push for those promotion places. I think we've got what it takes, definitely. So with those new players in mind, again, maybe some more business to do with the keeper, but that's really the only thing I need to work on. That's how we're kind of going to line up, I think. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking at the moment. The 3 at the back formation just doesn't quite... It works, definitely, but we've got so many good players in the midfield. Rami and Espinar. We've got Isaac Danzo now, Deco, and Muntasir Farah, who is a 3-star player for the first team. So I want him to play regularly and become a good player. I think he can. So that's my reason of switching back to the 3 in the middle. And it does mean that Millsy can play there as well. And also have Chakaroma and Primi as well. So it all just fits a little nicer for me. But we will definitely switch to the libero formation if we need to. So yeah, we'll see what happens throughout the season. Yeah, as you can see, Donut just doesn't love it there, but he will. He'll learn it. Hopefully he does. Right back is my issue at the moment. If Donut doesn't do well, Chihuahua, I don't trust him to be my starting right back. That's also a position I'm kind of looking to maybe get another player in, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that leads us to I guess the friendlies. We'll get them done today, and we'll bring you La Logrones tomorrow for our first matches of the season. Looks like a bit of a new competition, with the teams. Let's have a look. Yeah, some new names in here, definitely. Atletico B are gone. Obviously Castilla are gone. So we've lost some firepower there. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a lot more winnable without them in the league. We'll see. We'll see. Season preview has us in 7th. I think that was the same as last season, but yeah, 7th, which is about right, I guess. Numancia was relegated into us. I think, yeah, they're the favourites. Miranda's as well. Interesting. Nice kits. Okay, that's going to wrap it up today. I've just tried to ask for a coaching course. The board didn't let me this season, so hopefully with more money we'll be able to, if we can get the finances up. Yeah, we'll wrap that up today. I'm going to play through these friendlies and get the season underway for you tomorrow. But let me know what you think of the business I've done. I think I've done pretty well. I'm hoping that you agree. But yeah, let me know. Drop me a comment. Twitter as well. This will come out on Twitter today. And yeah, get involved. Please don't hesitate. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you soon for more.